200.
Leave tension and stress. They have sex.
In the next 30 minutes, we'll reveal the hidden facts behind that headline and many more as three fans prove what they know about the secrets of these stars. Today, on the show that reveals the surprising stories behind the private lives of America's most intriguing personalities, Celebrity Secrets. And now, here's the star of Celebrity Secrets, Bob Eubanks.
Well, thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Celebrity Secrets. Hey, we have got some fascinating secrets to reveal today, along with some very special surprises for our stars. So why don't we meet them right now? First, the very confusing Norm Crosby. The delightful Sally Struthers. Former lightweight champion of the world, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Oh, the lovely Lisa Hartman. And Mr. Belvedere, Christopher Hewitt. Well, there they are. Those are our celebrities today. And now let's meet the three fans whose job it'll be to try to second guess our panel of all-stars. First of all, this lovely lady's name is Peggy Maltby. And Peggy, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I understand that you're a big autograph collector, is that right?
Oh, extremely. I got hooked at age 5 when I got Captain Kangaroo's autograph.
How many do you have?
Oh, about 400.
Of all your autographs, who's your favorite?
Benji.
Benji! You're my kind of lady. I want you to know that. Chris McDermott, what makes you such a star?
Well,
or fan, I should say.
I'm a starring fan.
Good.
The star actually is what makes me such a fan. Is I love all those papers like that. I go to the grocery store 5-6 times a week just so I don't have to buy them. I read them in line.
I was going to say, you don't buy them.
No, I wouldn't buy the thing.
Good.
No.
Thank you very much. Karen, I understand that you and I have something in common because you used to work at a theater in a small town?
A very, very small town. When they finally got a movie theater, I got a job there as an usher.
All right. You know what I did? I worked at the Egyptian Theater for 48 weeks. I saw Oklahoma twice a day for 48 weeks. When Judd was dead, I was really glad that sucker died, I'll tell you that. Let me tell you, here's how our competition works, fans. Each time that I tell a secret revealed to us by one of our stars, it's going to be your job to figure out who that secret belongs to. But let me tell you, before you have to make a decision, one of our stars will tell you who they honestly think that secret's about. Then it's going to be up to you to decide whether to take that star's advice or to choose a celebrity on your own. But remember, every time you make the right decision, you win the money. So if you are ready, our first celebrity secret is going to be worth $150 if you can pick the right star, and let's see if you can. Lisa Hartman. One of our celebrities says they not only believe in ghosts, but they claim to have been visited by the ghost of a great aunt who has been dead for over 30 years. Who do you think that celebrity would be?
Ooh. You know, this sounds sort of like an English sort of thing to me. You know what I mean? A great aunt. It sounds very regal. I think it's you.
Think it might be Christopher
I think it's
Hewitt?
Christopher, yes.
All right. You can take Lisa's advice if you want to, or you can choose a celebrity of your own. But what we're looking for here is the celebrity who believes in ghosts, claims to have been visited by a great aunt. Lock in your answers. Let's see what our fans say about this one. Who do you say it's about, gang? Oh, there's three interesting choices. Karen goes along with what Lisa says. Well, Chris, why Norm?
Well, even if I was dead, I think I'd want to stick around and hear what he had to say. And how he said
You got a fan over there, Norm Crosby. Yes. But it didn't win her any money. It's Christopher Hewitt, Karen. Yes. You're going to have to convince me, pal. You saw the ghost?
Yes, I was home at our family place, which is called Glencullen, just outside Dublin. And I remember my great-aunt Bridget was a superb horsewoman. And I was in there by myself. The family were out getting the picnic in the grounds. And I sat there, and I remember the door opening and seeing my aunt coming down the staircase, dressed to go out riding, as she always did, and smiled at me and then disappeared.
Can I change seats?
Yeah, I don't blame you. Do you believe it, Norman? Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't believe in superstitions. I really don't. I think people have lunacies and idiosyncrasies, and I don't have them. Knock on wood. I have no superstitions. None.
I heard. Let me tell you. I heard one about Sally Struthers that you have a superstition about. What do you wear when you travel?
I don't know who told you this, but my underwear always always matches your tie.
You always wear red underwear?
Wear red underwear.
I think
because
it's so
someone
funny.
told me that if you wear red clothing right next to your body,
Yeah.
an undergarment, something that's on the inside, that it will protect you from anything evil or bad happening to you. But not only do I wear the red underwear when I fly, but whatever I'm wearing flying, right down to the earrings when I go on a trip,
Yeah.
on my way back home, I wear the same thing back home.
You know, until recently, I didn't believe in any of the superstitions or ghosts and everything, but I had my palm read. I don't know if you ever had your palm read, Sal?
Yes, I have.
It was real weird for me because the palm reader told me that in my future or past life that I was a dog, and that yeah, really nice, and that I had been hit by a horse and buggy on the left side, and that yeah, I know, and that I had been killed, and she wanted to know if I had any problem with my left arm or anything, or with my left side. And what is weird about this is that I do. I want you to feel something. Yeah. Hey, remember, fans, at the end of the game, it's the player with the most money gets to keep the cash and also wins a fabulous vacation. We're going to go now to our second secret. This one's going to be worth $200 if you can pick the right star. And I'll warn you, fans, all of our secrets could be about the same star. Sally, one of our stars on our panel, told us that they're constantly being bothered by beer-drinking women who try to provoke them by poking with their finger all the time.
Women don't drink beer. Beer-drinking women. I don't know, but why is it that I have a feeling that poor Double Boom here?
Oh, Boom Boom!
Double Boom!
Okay.
All the time!
Folks, it's Boom Boom. Fans, tell us what you think about this, but take Sally Stoner's advice if you want to, or pick the star that you want to choose. Maybe you read something. Oh! Gosh. Everybody sort of agrees. Peggy, I mean, is it obvious, or?
If I had a beer under my belt, I'd poke him.
Would you poke him? You're right, it is. Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Yeah. It's a real problem, isn't it?
I tell you, Bob, I mean, the idea when people say this is Ray Boom Boom Mancini, women, for some reason, have a habit of, oh, so you're Boom Boom, huh? So what are you going to do? Hit me? You going to hit me? No, please, don't touch me no more. Well, no, what are you going to do? Hit me? And it's not worse than a beer drinking woman. Only thing worse than a beer drinking woman is a beer drinking woman with bad breath.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing when you got to tell the manager or something, please tell the woman to quit bothering me. You know, I've had it very quickly. I had a story of when I was in a place and a woman came up and pushed me. I literally, ran right into me, pushed me. Before I turned around, she threw the drink in my face. A buddy of mine grabbed me thinking, Raymond, pull me back. She came up, punched me in the mouth, grabbed the bottle, broke it over my friend's head.
This an ex-wife or something?
It was me. I got punched in the mouth, I got drink all over me, and you know, it got turned into an ugly altercation, and you just sit there and you go,
but being
why
a boxer,
me?
being a boxer, don't you find that guys want to challenge you?
Guys always respect. Guys always treat me real good.
Oh, do they
Guys,
really?
you know, real respectful, come up, shake my hand. Women, for some reason, seem to think like, well, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and they want to push it.
Christopher, let me ask you a question. Do you sign autographs all the time somebody comes up?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do?
Yep. Yep.
Do they ask you to sign like in strange places?
Not yet, but I'm hopeful.
How about you, Lisa? Does it bother you when you sign autographs?
No, I think it's always very flattering, and I got to sign a guy's shorts once.
Did he have them on?
Uh-huh.
No kidding. In our next round, our secret's going to be worth even more money. When we come back, we're going to reveal which one of our stars believes in relieving stress by having sex. Be right back. Welcome back to Celebrity Secrets. Very quickly, Karen's out in front with $350, and our next Celebrity Secret is going to be worth $300 to one of our stars if they could pick the right star. And Christopher Hewitt, I got one for you.
Good.
Let me tell you, one of our stars on the panel today has their own remedy for relieving stress. Now, who do you think it is believes that the best way to relieve tension is by having sex?
I should think all four of them, I don't know. As I'm too old to relieve my tension that way.
Really?
I have arthritis in the joints. I don't think it's Ray. I tell you why. He's a good person, you see.
Yes.
And like all sportsmen, they need their strength for other things.
What do you think it might be?
I have a feeling Sally does constantly. I don't know.
You're telling me it's Sally Struthers?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Christopher Hewitt thinks that this secret is about Sally Struthers. It's a heck of a way to relieve your tension, whoever it happens to be. They say, it's easy, I just have sex. Let's see what our fans, they're the ones that are supposed to know about that. Two of you say that it's Lisa Hartman, but Karen says that it's Ray Boom Boom.
He's a very sexy, very physical guy. I figure he's choose that way to relieve tension.
All right. Well, let's see if you're right. Hey, I tell you what, if it is Ray Boom Boom Mancini, then Karen gets the money. But it's not. It's Lisa Hartman! Can I ask you a question?
You have to leave that red underwear at home, you know what I mean?
When's the last time you had stress?
The problem I'm having now is trying to get rid of the stress when you're single. Now, see, this sounds really... You have to... I know. When you're involved or you're married or you have a spouse or something, you know, I mean, it really... I mean, have you ever felt stress after the fact? I mean, right? Well, it works. I mean, we all know it works. And next question, please.
What do you do if you don't have a friend? How do you relieve yourself?
Well...
Christopher, let me ask you...
Yes.
How do you relieve stress?
I relieve it by doing needlepoint. Rosie Greer will be after you.
Needlepoint. Norm Crosby, how do you relieve stress?
I relieve stress the same as Lisa. I really think it works.
And Norm, we're
because I was having stress, I was having headaches, and we went to a psychiatrist, and the doctor said, oh, your nose is cold.
Yeah.
The doctor said if you have spontaneous sex, that's the best time.
Yeah.
Because then you really let out all the pressure. And my wife and I were having dinner, and I was starting to get a headache. I said, Joni, I really think we better do it. And she said, okay. So we moved over the plates and everything.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. I'm serious. I'm serious. It really worked. Of course, we could never go into Jason's restaurant.
Yeah, I get it.
But it was great.
All right, fans, let me tell you that this last secret now is going to be worth $400 to you if you're right. Norm Crosby, this secret's about someone who admits to being a major league klutz. Now, who do you think should win the Gerald Ford Award for accidents? Because they've managed to break their nose, ankle, leg, fingers, and teeth, and all on separate occasions. Now, who do you think the klutz is on this panel?
Oh, let's see. I know who the carburetor is. I know who the ignition is. Who would be the clutch? I happen to know that Lisa is prone to getting whacked and banged, and because she does those scary stunts, and guys are always taking shots at her, and people that drink beer poking her, want to fight with her. She's so adorable that she's prone to falling down, I think.
So Norm Crosby thinks our klutz is Lisa Hartman. You tell me what you think about this one's fans. You're the experts on it. Who do you think it is? Lock in your answers if you would, please. The klutz on our panel turns out to be Sally Struthers. You're right. Yes, sir. Let me see if I can run down these things. Now, you broke your leg how?
Which time?
Oh, sorry about that.
I broke my leg 2 years in a row skiing.
How'd you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm. I broke my cousin's arm by pushing him off a log.
Oh, that counts.
I broke all the fingers on my right hand from slamming my hand against the pole playing a ball game at grade school.
Your teeth?
Broke my ankle on a hike, and I broke my front teeth out by saying to my friend Bunny Bennett in Portland, Oregon in the winter, Bunny, I've got a really great idea. How about we hose down the driveway, and when it freezes, I'll slide down, and then I'll stand up right in front of this big snowdrift, and then you slide down, knock me over, and I'll fall in snowdrift. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Oh, I see.
And she slid down, knocked my feet out from underneath me. I landed on the ice, and my two front teeth went like that.
Now, let me ask you.
I'm a perfect doctor's daughter. He got to practice everything on me. He took out my appendix. It was fabulous.
But now, you were married to a psychiatrist, and I would think...
I was a lot taller before I married a shrink.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I heard a story about you and your psychiatrist husband.
No, no.
I heard on your honeymoon, I heard you chased each other around a coffee table, nude, 200 times.
Wait. For anything. I drove the man nuts. I went outside. This was Montreal, Quebec in the dead of winter. We got married on December 18th. December 19th, we were up there in the snow and the cold. And I was Helga the Viking woman, the Norwegian that I am, out the stove going, oh, come on outside, Bill, it's perfect. And he was going, I'm a Jew. My people belong in the desert.
Peggy's out in front with $900. She's leading this. When we come back, we're going to play our hot item. That's our betting round. We'll find out how well our fans can predict how our stars will feel about a situation that's currently in the news. We'll be right back for that. Welcome back to Celebrity Secrets. Very quickly, looking at our scoreboard, Peggy's out in front with $900. Chris has $500 and Karen has $750. And now it's time for our hot item. Now, this is a very important time because it's going to determine who our winner will be today. And this time, our fans are going to have to predict how our stars will react to a situation that's currently in the news. And here is that situation. You guys, I want to talk to you about prenuptial agreements. Now, lots of the stars have been sued for huge sums of money. For instance, Bruce Springsteen's wife stands to get $75 million for having been married to him for less than 2 years. Now, Joan Collins, as you know, was sued by her husband for half of her estate. And Johnny Carson, well, he just pays and pays and pays and pays. The question is for you stars over there, if you were about to get married right now, would you insist that your fiancé sign a prenuptial agreement to protect your assets? Now, celebrities, I want you to think about that for just a moment, if you would, please. Fans, all you have to do now is pick one of our celebrities on the panel who you think would ask their fiancé to sign a prenuptial agreement. Or if you don't think any of them would, you can lock in none. Now, remember, you can bet any or all of your money that you're right. So if you would, please, lock in your answers right now and place your bets. Remember, how you bet is very important because only the fan with the most money at the end of the game will take home the cash and also win a fabulous vacation. Everybody locked in their answers? Everybody placed their bets? Good. All right, let's see what our stars feel about this one. Norman, you're going to get married right now. Don't tell you what.
I am?
Now, are you going to ask this lady to sign a prenuptial agreement?
I would believe...
On. Oh, no.
I would believe that I trust my own judgment that I would pick a girl that I really wouldn't have to sign.
So you wouldn't have her sign a prenuptial. Sally Struthers?
You know, this probably won't make me very popular, but I feel that I've worked really, really hard for whatever it is that I have to date. And if I fall in love and marry someone, I'd be happy to share any or all of it with him until such time if the relationship were falling apart. I don't think that he has the right to walk away with half of it when it didn't have anything to do with it.
Sure, yes, you would have to sign a prenuptial. Our audience seems to agree with you. Ray Boom Boom Man, see, here's a man who can make $1 million by stepping into the prize ring. What would you do, guy?
Well, I was brought up from the old school, and I've been asked that. My attorneys have said, Ray, when you get married, we're going to have her sign a prenuptial agreement. And I've argued continuously that when I get married, it's a one-shot deal, man. That's it, and this is the one I spend the rest of my life with. So absolutely would not.
You would not?
No.
Okay, so you're saying no. Lisa Hartman.
I feel like Sally. I agree with her because she got such great applause. And the idea of marriage scares me so much anyway. And I think I would, yes. But
yes, you would have a sign a prenuptial.
You know?
All right. Mr. Belvedere, Christopher Hewitt, how do you feel about this one, Christopher?
I think that all people should sign some sort of prenuptial agreement. I think if a wife has more money than her husband, she should sign a prenuptial agreement. And if the husband has more money than his wife. I mean, I think that's only fair. I don't think, otherwise, you know, both sexes will be marrying each other for their money and then whipping off. And I think that's wrong.
So what's your answer then?
Yes.
Yes, you would. Okay. Sally Struthers, Lisa Hartman, Christopher Hewitt all say that they would ask their fiancé to sign the prenuptial agreement. Let's go first to Chris. Chris, you start with $500. How much of that $500 did you bet?
I bet the whole farm, Bob.
You bet $500. Well, you're going to be in good shape if you picked a star that would ask them to sign the prenuptial. Let's see if you did. Who did you pick? Christopher Hewitt. You're in too. Sure. Good for you. Karen was $750. How much of your money did you bet, Karen?
$650.
$650. Did you pick a star? Let's see who you chose. You chose Sally Struthers. Yes. And so now you have $1,400. Well, Peggy, it's all up to you, kid. You started out there in the lead. You got $900. How much of your money did you bet? You bet $800.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you picked a star that would ask their fiancé to sign a prenuptial agreement, you're going to be our winner. If you did not, then Karen is our winner. Which star did you choose? You chose Norm Crosby. That means that Karen, with $1,400, you're the winner of our Celebrity Secret. And Karen, along with the money, you also win a fabulous 8-day vacation for two to the sun-drenched paradise of Tahiti. Peggy and Chris, we have nice prizes for you. Thank you very much for playing Celebrity Secrets with us. Now, I want you to stay with us because when we come back, we're going to have a very special surprise for one of today's stars. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back for that. Welcome back to Celebrity Secrets. I told you we have a big surprise for one of our stars. Well, we do. Lisa Hartman, would you please come down here, all right? Come down here, Lisa. Oh, it makes you nervous, doesn't it? Lisa, we've learned some interesting things about you.
Oh,
but
God.
We learned a lot more, though, when we were preparing for the show. And one of the things we learned is that you always knew you were going to be a star, right?
Well, I hoped, yeah.
I mean, from the time you were a little girl.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps you're wondering how we learned that. Let me tell you how we did. We learned that from someone that you haven't seen in over 17 years. It's your 6th grade teacher from Sutton Elementary School, Mr. Jim Keel. Mr. Keel! Oh, yeah, you step right over here. You always knew the lady was going to be a star. How'd you know?
I wrote him
Because she told me every day.
Oh, she'd tell you every day?
Yeah, every day.
And you got a letter there from her, right?
Yes, I did.
Why don't you read that letter?
Oh, no.
You would read it. At least you read it.
Oh, I can't believe, Mr. Keel, I think you are nice and I don't want to leave, but that's the way it goes. I will visit you next year, and when I'm a big star, you can look back and say, golly, she was in my room in 6th grade.
Let me show you this letter, can I? Look at this letter. See the stars? See all the stars in there? That's a wonderful thing. Hey, that's all the time we have for today. If you think our stars revealed a lot of secrets about themselves today, wait till you hear what you hear tomorrow. I'm Bob Eubanks. So long from all of us at Celebrity Secrets. Bye-bye.
Celebrity Secrets is produced by the Bud Granoff Company and Mac Free Productions. Distributed by Casablanca 4.